Hey, thanks for clicking on this video. Let's use these colors and tuft a Psyduck rug together from start to finish. I always start out by just drawing a simple guide to make sure I have enough colors. We're going to need two types of gold for this, one for the shadows and one for his main color. You will also need two types of a beige or a cream color for his beak and his feet, one for the main color and one for the shadows. I decided to add a light yellow border all around Psyduck to help with the corners when finishing the rug and those little hairs sticking out of the top of his head. I chose light yellow. I think light blue might look good too because he is a water type, but you can use whatever color that you want. Last two colors are black and white. White is for the eyes, the black will be for the hair and all of the outline parts of Psyduck. When setting him up on the projector, I made him a little bit smaller to make sure that I had enough room around him for the border. Now we're just going to freehand the border around the outside. We'll give it about 3 inches. I'm going to start with black for the outline. I'm going to be using 3 threads instead of my usual 2. This way the outline will be consistent throughout. Just for example purposes, this top part of his beak I only used 2 threads, and the bottom part I used all 3. I feel like with the outlining, sometimes it's a little bit scarce if you're just using the 2 threads and then you have gaps in your outline. So we're going to try to use 3 and we're going to check out to see what the difference is. And I like how it looks with a 3. It's just thicker, it's more consistent, and that's how I'm going to do this entire outline for this rug. A little funky right now until the filler colors will push this outline back into place on both sides. So just keep going. You gotta trust the process. Our outline is all done. We're going to move on to white for Psyduck's eyes. I'm going to use a darker cream color for the shadows around his beak and his feet. Next is our lighter cream color for the beak and the feet. For whatever reason, I felt like doing the outline color next, so I chose a light yellow. You can use whatever color that you like. You don't even have to have a border, but for finishing purposes, I just think it makes the edges a lot easier and it gives it a nice cleaner look. Only 2 more colors left. I'm using the darker gold first to put in the shadows on Psyduck's body. To our last color, which is just a regular yellow that we'll be using for the rest of Psyduck's body. Okay, we are all done tufting Psyduck. Before I take him off the workbench, I just like to feel over both sides to make sure that there's no weird gaps, just to do a final inspection before we glue him. But this one turned out just fine, so we're just going to take him off the workbench and get him ready for gluing. Always clean up your workspace. It'll motivate you to keep working, I promise. That is the end of day 1. We're going to let him dry overnight and I will come back tomorrow. Welcome back. This is day 2. Psyduck, it's glue, it's all dry, but before I take him off the frame and finish Psyduck, I am going to pack up this red pansy rug. I got an order overnight for this rug and it's going all the way to the Netherlands, so I want to make sure he's packed up and sent out as soon as possible. When shipping a rug, I like to roll the rug so that way the right side is facing out, so that when you unroll it, it'll lay flat as opposed to the edges curling upwards. As for securing the rugs for travel, I just buy a thin plastic painter starp and then I cut it to size. This rug has a long way to go to the other side of the world, so I want to make sure that nothing happens to it. I don't want it getting wet or ruined, and I am taping up all of the sides to make sure that it is going to arrive in one piece. I also include a sticker, some business cards, and a rug care guide. I like how Psyduck's just waiting in the corner. Like, what about me? I'll finish you soon, okay? I get my custom packing tape from Sticker Mule. The glue on the back is water activated. I just use a sponge for the back of it. Thank you so much for your order. Safe travels. All right, back to that duck. After cutting about 1.5 to 2 inch border around your rug, we are going to fold those edges over to create a waterfall effect on the edges. There are so many different ways that you can finish your tufted rug. I just like to add a backing cloth and some twill tape to hide all of those edges. Here he is. What do you think? Did I go with the right background color? Would you have chosen a different color? I like the yellow, but I do still think blue would be a pretty good choice. And here is Psyduck next to Ghastly. Who would win in this Pokemon battle? I'd like to apologize for that previous audio clip. Anyway, I need to go to the post office. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you would like to see next, please. Thank you for watching. Bye!